Hi guys, coming up today we're gonna do a little movie review, a movie that I watched on the movie theater called 1917. World War One. The movie sorry my throat. The movie that made me cry, as the title implies, by Captain Mufford. Hope you enjoyed the review. I really enjoyed the movie and I have my co-pilot here to watch the movie, and I will give you my thoughts and opinions and my score of the movie. We begin with our main protagonist, that I didn't expect would be that guy, but you never know who would be the protagonist. Anyway, I'm gonna show you the picture that's correct at this point. It would be in the camera. Sorry, that's my face. There we go, much better. 1917 story. So here we have my story synopsis. Anyway, if you want to read it, you read it yourselves. I'm gonna do it a bit slow so you can read it all for yourselves, of course. And what did you think about the movie, sir? What would you give it a score? I've given my scores here, if you can see it.
On the phone,
Yes, what would you give it if you had different scores?
I would give it an 8 out of 10 because like the reviews coming into the movie before I watched it
I
was
watched this movie blind, actually. I only heard a lot of rumors from.
I heard a lot of good things about the movie and it was a good movie, but it wasn't like mind blowing, but it was
No,
good.
but it was a milestone in history for historical events. And I like the movie. Okay, I can say the three other war movies that I liked before was Dunkirk. I watched that one. And vad hette den där with the pilot guy, with the medic guy? Damn it, I forgot.
Hacksaw Ridge.
Hexor Ridge. Hexor Ridge with the second Spider-Man actor. I like that one. That one, okay, they changed something from history, which was not good, but to be fair, a medic's job is to save people. But in reality, the main medic in the main story didn't exactly save the Japanese back in the day. But maybe some other medics did. Who knows?
Or maybe it adds to like the emotional
Yes.
part
But
of the
maybe
movie.
some other medics did. Who knows? We
Who
never know.
knows? Who knows?
We never know. But I know from history in one of the documentaries that I watched, it was about a soldier that a long time ago in World War II that had a Japanese friend and he learned a lot of Japanese. And this is a true story. I forgot the name right now, but you can search it on Google or on Wikipedia or on YouTube. And he decided to save a lot of soldiers and a lot of civilians. And he became recognized for it, which was very good, in one good opinion. Sorry, my throat. Which was very good. But this was during the time of the end of the Second World War, where his officer was doing a propaganda thing that the Japanese were evil, were bad, and they were comparing them to something very bad, we could say. I forgot what that was, but I do remember. But the thing with propaganda is that it does a lot of bad, we could say, on both sides. And this man decided to, okay, if they're gonna punish me by basically, they were basically putting him outside of the tent to punish him, so he decided to do something good instead. So who is laughing now? But anyway, goodness should be done out of your own good heart and your own good will, not by rewards and other stuff, but by your own good admission, I suppose. By your own kindness and respect of other people, human beings. Suppose. My throat. Basically, this movie actually taught me something. It actually taught me about what the current generation of humans have not learned: kindness and self sacrifice. which many humans have done. I don't say. Damn it, my throat got stuck. Many humans today, many young people, are very ignorant of what happened many years ago. But many are not as well. So it's 50-50. It's each to their own, I suppose. Some words I got stuck on, so yeah. I forgot what I needed to
A
say.
lot of people are good-hearted, but there's also
A lot of
people
ignorant
and don't care about other people.
Yes. And what did you think the message was an interesting thing about the movie? For example, the other soldier, the main protagonist. What was the main protagonist's name again? I forgot.
Lance Corporal Blake and McKay.
Lance Corporal Blake was more of the one that was like a soldier from World War One that was like, the medals don't even care. What is the medal?
No, actually,
Oh,
McKay was
McKay.
the one
McKay,
who
sorry.
survived. Yeah.
Yeah. But McKay was the one that said, what is a medal? A medal is a piece of metal with a ribbon on it.
It's useless.
Nothing.
I'd rather trade it for a bottle of wine.
A bottle of wine, or...
That has more value to me than a stupid medal for something that's...
It depends on a different person, from individual to individual, from soldier to soldier. And in one documentary that I watched many years ago, I think 2 or 3 years ago, there were 3 World War One soldiers that were asked the same question from British Army. The middle one said, I respect my medals, I clean them. While the first one said, I respect and I clean them. The middle one was more, still clean them, but it's a bit like, jaded, or not jaded, but more of tired of the war. While the final one was exactly the same as the main protagonist in the movie. Pretty much. It's depending on how long you have survived the war and how long you have seen crap.
Yeah, exactly.
How long your mind has been corroded.
Yes.
By evil and the worst humanity can show you.
Yes.
That was a good setup. But anyway, sometimes I forgot to find some words in the other conversation, but you win, you lose some. Anyway, though, I really enjoyed the movie. Hope you enjoyed the review. And the interesting thing is that the other guy that unfortunately died, spoiler warning, unfortunately died, he was the optimistic one. He was the one that would never abandon his friend and that wanted to go to his brother as early as possible to complete the main mission of the story.
And he kind of died because
yes. Of his own kindness.
Yes.
Because in war, kindness is not exactly rewarded.
No.
It's more trampled upon. Though it's kind of fitting that he died in a beautiful, spoiler warning, in a beautiful cherry tree area. Where he liked cherry trees as well. Also, cherry trees has a very significance in other countries, hasn't it? Or is it another flower that I'm thinking of?
No, I think you're right. Also, the cherry trees
are very significant.
In the last part of the movie, when he finds the forest that's close to...
Yeah, in the last part. Spoiler warning. Jumping around here, spoiler warning. In the last part of the movie, he finds cherry tree blossoms as well. I think it was his friend helping him somehow.
Yeah, I think so too, and it was symbolism.
Yeah, in some way. Or maybe his friend was helping him from beyond the grave. Who knows?
One could say.
To be fair, this guy should have died multiple times by my recount. He got stabbed by a wire in his hand, put his hand inside of a dead corpse, with a rat eating the corpse. But I will say this movie didn't shy away from the death and carnage of eyes, people's bodies. Even some of the horses looked like from a horror movie. I wonder, they have made some games that were zombie-like at World War One, but they've not made a lot of games in World War One. They have made some, but maybe they could make a new one in the, modern game, but maybe with another theme on it. Or just an historical.
Yeah.
But a true historical one. But anyway, with the current climate we have, it will be possible, but also not possible. It depends. But anyway, I really enjoyed the movie overall. What did you like about the music? I like the music.
I think the music was made. There wasn't a lot of music, but
But it was more. It didn't need to be, if I think about it.
no. But when the music was, when
It
the music
needed.
was played,
It
it
was
was in
like,
the
"Dum."
most emotional moments, and
I
that
was
music
eating.
was really good.
Basically, I was eating like this. I will show you. I was eating like this with the chocolate. In the movie theater, I was just smacking on the chocolate. Like, it's not easy to explain the sound, but I was just sitting on my seat, interested. Okay, I said some things because I didn't know some things, but I like that they kept it grounded in reality. And the guy actually was very smart. He shot 5 or 6 times, and I said in the movie, that's pretty wasteful. But it's because I'm playing a video game mind in my head. But in real life, you need to use the couple of bullets. Secondly, he didn't kill the German guy. Then he killed him. But the guy just survived, and it's like, boom! From 1 to 10, how many times should he have died, logically speaking, if Lady Luck wasn't there working overtime, like extremely overtime?
Well, maybe 3 times he could have died.
In water, hypothermia.
Yes.
Hypothermia, definitely.
Yes.
Shot by the knocked. Wait, he fell down a staircase of a tower.
He got shot.
What was it?
He had a helmet on, so
Yeah, he had a helmet
on the helmet.
To be fair, the helmet protected him for a reason.
But he fell backwards and hit his head
bled.
on concrete and
Bled on his
went
head in the concrete.
unconscious.
Yeah. But to be fair, that wasn't exactly his fault. He was sneak attacked.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be fair. But in this, hope you enjoyed the video anyway. In some scenes, when he was opening the door to that scene, or shooting, or doing some, for example, anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. For example, I got some inspiration from this movie, especially from the French parts, from the destroyed city. I got some inspiration to put in my book, in my Star Wars book, where in the Star Wars book, I am gonna have some clones from the Star Wars universe hunt down my main protagonist in some futuristic choppers with flashlights. Maybe some flashlights are broken. Who knows? But anyway, that's another thing for another thing. Just continue with the movie now. So I like that in some moments they had music, and in some moments it was just sound and noise. Like, what did you think about the moment in the what was it?
The basement.
In the basement, especially the basement was good. He finds a basement. He hides from the Germans during the time when he's in the French city. He thinks it was a British officer. Oh, I forgot to mention. Crap. I forgot to mention about the group that helped him with the transport. After his friend died, some other British soldiers showed up.
Yeah, and helped him. Yeah.
But the thing that was a missed opportunity is that he could tell that they tried to help a German soldier and they got fucked for it.
Yeah, basically the second main
Character
died because...
Yeah, but to be fair, he helped them
kind.
overcome fears.
Yes.
He was more of a mentor short character.
Yeah.
Not much, but...
Yeah, I think this movie was less of an action movie and more of...
It was action when it needed to be.
Yes, but it was more of an emotional
journey
story.
More of an emotional, touching story.
Yes.
And P.S. Just for record, in my opinion, SJWs are wrong. Bullshit. Just want to say that in their opinion, they want to change the movie to women. And I can say this. I think there were some women during World War I fighting. But that was not the story's focus at the point.
No.
And politics should not go over story.
No.
You can have it like, I can give you an example. It's like, it's like a sweet. It's like you have, what is it called again? Sugar bun or...
Yeah, or something like that.
Like a cake. You have the cake.
Oh.
You have the inside of the cake. And then you have the filling or the sugar on top of the cake.
Yeah.
And that's a bit of the politics. or the politics a bit. Oh yes, good. Anyway, though, I really enjoyed the parts of the French city. He hides, he helps a woman with a baby, and he bonds with the child, sings him a song, a British little song. A British little song to make the child not, cry, or to make it happy, pretty much. Tell it a nice little lullaby. Yay, I got it there. A nice little lullaby, and gives it all the supplies. He basically gives away all of his supplies and milk. His milk water ration. And he was pretty good, I can say, in my opinion. That was not the smartest move as a soldier, but you win, you lose, And also, he could have died anyway, so the resources could have been used for her, and he could have died at any moment, so he was like, why should I carry it around when enemies can take it and use it for their own? Sorry, when enemies can use it for their own and, eat his resources and use it to themselves, so. And I kind of feel sorry for some of the soldiers, because one of the German soldiers dies, unfortunately. Choked. But it was live or die, or pretty much be dead. Which is not good, but I felt a connection with this movie, kinda. That I felt sorry for. I felt kind of terrified, but also sorry for the other soldiers that died during the war there, because he needed to literally swim on top of other corpses of German soldiers, British soldiers, I think French. And some of them didn't even have eyes. Rats eat them, crow eats them. We see a lot of the dead corpses. They didn't shy away from the horror and the brutality and the graphic of some people's deaths. And it shouldn't be, because you need to show the truth. You need to show history. It's not a political, in my opinion, the movie should be shown with history, but also the movie can have flaws, of course. I think I should check the movie again and see if it has flaws again. Anyway, I should see the movie again to see if it has some flaws or something. But overall, the main protagonist succeeds in his mission, and we hear 2 songs in the movie. One sang by another company that he needed to reach in the main story from point A to point B. And I really enjoyed the movie overall. They had nice costumes. And secondly, I didn't like the German guy that stabbed the other guy, but that's war for you. In war, it's not fair. It's never been, and then... Sorry, my throat. It's never fair, and it's never will be. Even in modern times or not, it will never be fair. War is not fair. War is the unfairest thing you can ever think of, in my opinion. Even if people say they have rules in warfare, how many follow the rules? Which I think many do, but many don't either. Because we are all, human, and also human impulses of surviving. Actually, the surviving thing actually takes over when we try to survive these kinds of things. So the main protagonist comes and basically comes to the med bay, gives the sad message to the brother, the older brother, and we end on a somber but kind of maybe happy resolution note. P.S. I don't know if the French woman and the baby survived the war, but if she calculated the rations and maybe didn't eat all the rations at the time, maybe they would have survived. I hope. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. I hope that she survived. In my mind, I hope she survived, and I think she did. In my opinion, I think she did. as a nice little happy ending, at least for some. And kind of a sad, somber note at the end, but also kind of happy conclusion in some way, you know. Because the main protagonist, also, I forgot to mention. Hope you enjoyed the video, have fun time and enjoy. Damn it, my throat. I definitely like the cinematography, definitely like the actors, definitely like the outfits, the weapons, the backgrounds, the story, the music, and horror. You have quite a lot of horror in some aspect. It's not horror like scary horror movie, but it's more of realistic. That's what I should have said. Realistic horror, so to speak. Something that would chill you in your bone in some aspect. But they got a happy, kind of somber note, as I said before. And he got the pictures, I forgot to mention. He took the pictures from his friend and the rings to send a letter to the friend's mother that he has died, but he didn't die in vain. And, you know, like a happy, you know, like a, what is it called again? Like a conclusion. Yes, like a conclusion. Sad, but kinda somber happiness. Anyway, we'll see you next time. Goodbye. Ad Wiedersehen. Captain Malford, Tiny.